Have you ever wondered how vaccines are made? Well, today we will discuss exactly how vaccines are made and how they play a vital role in keeping us healthy and protected from all sorts of foreign invaders. Manufacturing of a vaccine begins with small amounts of a specific virus, or seed. The virus used in vaccines is usually weakened or dead so that it does not challenge the immune system. More on that later. In order to keep the virus from becoming much weaker or stronger than it's supposed to be, the seed is kept under ideal conditions, usually frozen. In order to grow the virus, the seed is first defrosted and warmed various times under specified conditions. The small amount of virus cells is then placed into a cell factory, where with the appropriate medium allows for the cells to multiply exponentially. In addition to temperature, other factors must be monitored, including the pH of the mixture. pH is a measure of acidity or basicity, measured on a scale from 0 to 14, and the viruses must be kept at a defined pH within the cell factory medium. Next, the virus from the cell factory is separated from the medium and placed in a second medium for additional growth. The growing virus is kept in a container larger than but similar to the cell factories and mixed with beads, near microscopic particles to which the viruses can attach themselves to. The use of the beads provides the virus with a much greater area to attach themselves to, and consequently, a much greater growth of virus. After this step, when there is a sufficient number of viruses, they are separated from the beads in one or more ways. The broth might be forced through a filter with openings large enough to allow the viruses to pass through, but small enough to prevent the beads from passing. The mixture might be centrifuged, which means spun at high speeds, several times to separate the virus from the beads in the container from which they can be drawn off. Still, another alternative might be to flood the bead mixture with another medium which washes the virus off the beads. The virus is usually attenuated before it goes through the production process. Carefully selected strains are grown repeatedly in various media. There are strains of viruses that actually become stronger as they grow. These strains are clearly unusable for an attenuated vaccine. Other strains become too weak as they are cultured repeatedly, and these too are unacceptable for vaccine use. Finally, the virus is then separated from the medium in which it has been grown. Vaccines, which are of several types, as most are combined before packaging. The actual amount of vaccine given to a patient will be relatively small compared with the medium in which it has been given. Decisions about whether to use alcohol, water, or some other solution for an injectable vaccine are also taken into consideration.